Morning, everybody. It's 8:28, and this is your pre-opening comment video number 1358 for this 12th day of July. We had the first earnings to come out. They were beat by Pepsi. Not a huge beat, but substantial. You also have to remember that this is a relatively defensive business. So it closed at 170.47, and it traded as low as 167.49 and then as high as 173.24, and the last is 172.38, up $1.91. This is against the backdrop of a very strange split market. This morning when I came downstairs, we were down about 190 in the Dow. We're now down 225. However, the NASDAQ, the big mega cap stocks, are actually up. They were up about $6. Now they're up about $8. But, I know $8 isn't much, but when you look at it as against down 225 in the Dow, it's seemingly meaningful. S&P has been in about the same area, down 15 or 16, currently down 16. Peloton outsourcing all of their manufacturing as part of their turnover. The stock is 960, up 68%. Up 68 cents, or roughly 7%, and that's just wonderful. Unless you look at where it's been, the high on the stock was 170. The high this year, 2022, was 40. So down 75% from the high for the year. It's not even worth talking about how much it's down from its all-time high. Gap, GPS, 823, down 53 cents or 6%. That's another one that's been all over the place. 19 high this year, 38 high in the past. They are losing their CEO, firing their CEO. RIVN, talking about some big layoffs. Stock is 29.80. That's down 13 cents. This is another one. Was 180, now sells for 30. Roughly a sixth of its prior values. And what it does bring to the forefront is the fact that Tesla outperforms these companies not because of anything in particular. Elon Musk is Elon Musk, and he's very bright. But everybody on the street was talking about how these other companies were going to pass them by and take big market share. And the bottom line is they're having the same problems that Musk had 2, 3, 4 years ago, and they just keep on coming. American Express and Capital One, both down about 2.5% this morning on the basis of Morgan Stanley downgrades from overperform to market perform. That's kind of a strange term, but the bottom line is if the market's going down and market perform, then the stock is going down. So we'll see where that leads. The oil broke 100 again this morning after yesterday's decline, let me just go back to the daily here. Yesterday's decline that we turned around towards the end of the day, today came back down. This is that same area that we continue to hit. 95 down here and all across, 98 right here and all across. I'm not willing to call this a market top, even though we do have the blow off high around 130.5, and then we have a lower high. This is kind of common in a lot of the commodities, and it does make people think that inflation is over. I really don't see it, and I expect the crude to move higher again. Grains down, metals down, Gold down about a half a buck. Silver down 33. Copper down another 8 cents. So pretty ugly there. Um, the internationals are basically mixed, not much change. We've already talked about the stock futures. The dollar is again higher. The euro at parity with the dollar. Pretty tough for them. And, great for Americans who have the money that they can travel to Europe. Vacations are getting a little cheaper. Most of America is not going anywhere. And the bonds, flight to safety, up about 1 1/4, a little over 1 1/4, almost 1 3/8 on the day. I'm just assuming that that's a flight to safety. What I'm also assuming is these jackasses in Washington still continue to lie straight to our faces. We just had the head of the Democratic caucus, Hakeem Jeffries, and Joe Kernan asks him questions, and he just plows along with the same bullshit line: Putin, 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 Putin. That's what it's all about. What a crock of shit. All right, everyone. I'll be back later on. Have a good morning and be careful out there.